Welcome, everyone. Happy Jurassic June. Hope your Jurassic June is going well. And also, hope your Pride Month is going well as well, if that applies to yourself. We are reviewing today the Denis Nedry Getaway Pack, or the Pack Voyage Denis Nedry, Paquet d'Escapade de Denis Nedry. I butchered those languages, I do apologise. Yep, today is going to be a Mattel unboxing / review of this lovely pack here. 3 contents: the Dilophosaurus, Nedry himself, and the Jeep 12. This pack has caused some contention amongst the Jurassic collectors community, and have to admit myself as well a little bit. Because and we will get into that in a minute. But for the time being, we can have a good look at how it's all presented in the packaging. I have started opening it already, just so we don't have to faff around too much with cracking it open. So we can just take the Jeep off, pop that to one side, and you can start to see already. You can start to see already how well detailed and how nicely they've designed this back wall. You see, look, you can see the waterfall that the Jeep would be stuck on top of in the movie. You got some storm effects in the background, and some foliage as well. It's very nicely done. However, one of the most crucial parts of this scene, the East Dock sign, is obscured by stuck-on plastic, the stuck-on blister for which Nedry is attached. I mean, of course, if any part of this set is going to ruin it, it's going to be the main man himself. Hi there. Okay, so put him to one side, and
always get an adult to help you if you're not old enough to wield scissors, kids.
Just cut some plastic here. And again. Yeah. And the Dilophosaur is free. Okay. And let's turn this around. We can see on the back just some more glamour shots of it, more languages to butcher if you don't speak those languages. I've got Duolingo as well. Okay. So, last bit, I suppose, is these wing mirrors for the Jeep here. Pop those to one side. Now then, one of the most ridiculous, it's fair to say, aspects that came with this set is the stick. The stick that Nedry tries to throw to the Dilophosaurus to get it to go away, like a dog. This stick... Oops. This stick was in this box, or on this packaging, should I say. It was here. You can see the blister for it there. You can just see it there. The stick was here. However, I got this set a few weeks ago, and it somehow fell out. And I haven't been able to find it, and I'm not going to bother because it's just a stick. Okay. But one thing I should really bother with here is... Oh dear, come on. This. The splodgy venom that the Dilophosaur spits out. So just get another last look at this. Lovely. See, they've really gone all out on the artwork design. But we'll come back to this at the time being. Right. Now, actually, you know what? We'll tackle it now. Okay, the stick. That stick is such a crucial part of it. It should be part of this thing. Anyway, they could have given us this sign. I'll say that right off the bat. They could have given a nice set decorating prop sign, East Dock sign for us, but they didn't. And not only that, the one time that we do actually get a representation of it, it's on a piece of card that the blister is stuck to. So that happens. Yeah. Okay. We might bring that up again. You never know. Okay, so let's look at the Jeep. It's Jeep number 12, as we can see. The one with the canopy, as seen in the film. Or is it? This is one of the biggest contentions from the pack itself. Oh, and just give this a snip. Just give this a snip. There we go. Good on Mattel for using paper ties on this. Very nice. Arguably should do that a little bit more. So yeah, there we go. Jeep 12, and with a removable canopy as well. Should be able to pop this off. There we go. Without the skin as well. And oh my goodness, what is that dashboard in there? Might come to that in a second. Okay. So put that back on, because it looks better with it on. But as you can see, Jeep number 18 is in the background there. This Legacy Collection Jeep was sold on its own accord from from when the line originated back in 2018. And when you put them side by side, they kind of look like they go together. However, sometimes the details make all the difference in the world. A bit of my mess in the background there. Sometimes the details make all the difference. Right. First thing first. Paint applications. We can see we've got some all-terrain T/A detailing on the original Jeep release here, which we haven't got here, even though they're supposed to be of the same, cut from the same cloth, technically. We do have, a better roll cage sort of structure here in this one, even though we never see it without the cloth. Even though we never see it without the canopy in the movie, that's what we get. Yeah, kind of looks a bit cheap. And then we saw the clear dash in this new Jeep. In the old Jeep, it's solid. It's good. It's basically one color, but it's still a solid dash. Unlike this weird clear thing here. Anyway, and some of the most contentious, some of the most outrageous changes involves the stripe. You see, these Jeeps have a tan grey and a red mix to their colour scheme, including a rear stripe here. Something that isn't present on this Jeep, even though it is in all Jeeps in the movie, and even more naughtily, the prototype that we still have images for online, the prototype had this red stripe on it. And they also had this step on the Jeep as well, fully painted in, which they do on this one. So, few differences, and there's some weird differences as well, like this weird gap filling thing. Even though the canopy thing is supposed to stretch there, and it's because it's supposed to, because it's supposed to match, the door and there's just some weird decisions about this. And also my most irritated irritant about this Jeep is that is this. It's a single piece plastic shape of the winch. This Jeep has a working winch. I'm trying to do it with one hand, but get it close up. You can see it's an actual winch. It's an actual hook on a piece of string that you can pull out and play with. The Jeep in the movie that uses the winch does not have a working winch as the Jeep in the movie. This is the only car in the entire the only Jeep, should I say, in the entire movie that has this functionality, and the thing doesn't come with the thing that... The one thing that it's got going for it is... Oh, actually, no. Two things that this car does really well. There's one thing that it does better than the previous release, and there's one thing that it does well on its own accord. Okay? So the first thing that it does better than the old one is that it has a rear tyre. This one doesn't. And as far as I can remember, that was the only real criticism of this Jeep release. And we have it on this one here, which is good, which is fine, which is cool. And the one thing that this Jeep really has going for it on its own accord, if I can take it off, see, look at that, sculpted, plastic windows that makes it look like it's part of the fabric. That is an effect I really like. Look at that. Sometimes Mattel really makes the effort. But unfortunately, it appears to be just marred by these by the things that we can't really celebrate, or too much anyway. I suppose the other thing... Oh, I've just realised now. I suppose one other thing that it has above the other Jeep is the wing mirrors. I've just remembered them now. So let's put them on, shall we? Yep. Put one on, there we go. Ba-boom. There we are. See, wing mirrors. Now, they're not the most detailed of wing mirrors. I don't know... Oh, God. Lighting isn't great in this, I do apologise. Yeah, they are very simple stickers on the wing mirrors, and it would have been an amazing detail if it had the whole... If they were able to have the whole objects in the mirror are closer than they appear detail. Now, if they ever get around to releasing... if they ever release a version of the Jeep that's used in the Must Go Faster chase, then that would be a detail that would be much appreciated. Okay, so that's the Jeep. A bit of a love-hate thing, because hooray, we got another version of the Jeep from Jurassic Park. But the things... Oh, it's such a frustration. Anyway, let's move on to the second best thing about this set, in my opinion anyway, the Dilophosaurus. Because, as you can see, the frill of the Dilophosaurus is coloured very nicely, and it matches as close as possible, very well, I think, to the frill seen in the film. And let's be honest, Mattel have done a lot of their dinosaurs recently where the main focus is just in the head. About there. That's where the main focus is. In terms of detailing with the paint and everything. And once you get beyond the rear quarters, the hind limbs, it's very rare you get something that carries on through the tail. This is no exception. In fact, it is a very good example because most of the detailing, as you can see in this poor lighting, most of the detailing tends to be in the... Will you focus, please? Focus. Okay, we're not focusing. Nope, we're not focusing. Sorry. Most of the detailing, we've got the nice bright yellow eye there. We've got a nice set of teeth, some painting inside the mouth. We've also got crest detailing, only on the outside though. Dear. And like I said, the frill as well. Magnificent, shall we say. Let's put the venom in as well. There we go. Other than that, the main body is just this solid green, and Mattel have been doing a lot of that as well. They've been doing a base block colour for a dinosaur, and they've been putting splodges of painty detail on to give it a bit of difference here and there. Sometimes saving money if they can. I mean, it's not a terrible thing. It's a company. First and foremost, they have to make the money, and a lot of this set, is reuses of assets anyway. So yeah, you can't expect them to go too above and beyond, but they do what they can most of the time. So, but the only main detailing of the main body is this brown splodge on its back. Somehow. The thing is, in the movie, along the back and carrying on through the tail, they dial off, and as seen in the Legacy Collection, not Legacy Collection, that's wrong. This is the Legacy Collection. No, as seen in the Amber Collection, the larger scaled dinosaurs and figures, the colour along the back and the back of the tail and the back as well is a darker shade of green, and it's split by this white striping that separates the two colour tones. And on the Amber Collection figure, which I don't collect, by the way, I wanted to, but they are just very difficult to get hold of, and I don't believe £30 a figure is worth the money to do that. But never mind. Some people really enjoy them, and some of the figures look quite good. So yay for some collectors who like it. Anyway, yeah. So just to have this brown splodge on the back, don't really cut it. I don't think. It's just my opinion, I suppose, but. That is. Oh, now it focuses. See, we're not got very much detail in the back of the frill either. So yeah. So like, 50% of this is a good representation of the Jurassic Park Dilophosaur. I do have a Jurassic Park shelf set up for mainly my Mattel dinosaurs, and I've had this Dilophosaur set up there as well, and because up until oh dear, I'm in an odd position. Right, here we go. Because up until I got this was the best representation of the Jurassic Park Dilophosaur. The only other one, which I think is even closer than this new one, came with the 6-pack, where one of the 6 figures was Alan Grant. We never got that in the UK, because up until recently, Smiths have realised that humans exist along dinosaurs in the Jurassic Park franchise. So yeah. And when you compare the two... Oh god, poor lighting. Oh, sorry. When you compare the... For goodness sake. Right. When you compare the two, you can see it's the same mould, you can see it's the same sculpt. When you compare the two, oh god, clearly the newer one has a lot more paint on it and is a lot more detailed paint. But is it worth the upgrade? Like, if you wanted this set for the Dilophosaurus, would it be worth that upgrade? I would probably say not. Now that I have this in hand, I wouldn't say it's or wouldn't say it's the thing to go for in this set. Yeah. So if you just wanted the Dilophosaur, I suppose, well, you got somebody to save. Because if you manage to get a hold of this one, I think you sorted. I think your quid's in. But yeah, well, that's my 2 cents anyway. All right, let's put the Dilophosaur aside. Okay, so we've got the original releases, we've got the new ones. Now then, like I said, most of this set is most of this pack is new stuff and newly released. Well, new stuff. Now, I'm going all over the place now. No, like I said, most of this Dennis Nedry Getaway pack, most of it uses assets that Mattel have had before, including the man himself, the entitled, bespectacled Dennis Nedry. Now, Nedry has seen a release before. He has seen a release in the San Diego Comic-Con 2020. Was it 2020? It was either 2020 or 2019. See, 2020 was such a year that it basically disappears. Yes, the San Diego Comic-Con release, Nedry had the Hawaiian shirt. If you did not live anywhere near San Diego or did not have direct access to it, then you had to befriend people of the Jurassic community and what have you, and ask, pretty please, and I'll send you monies and stuff to get one. But for the majority of us, we didn't get that figure, but now we have this figure. And as much as I dislike Nedry, as much as I dislike this character who ruined Jurassic Park, who ruined John Hammond's dream, as much as I dislike the character, the guy, Wayne Knight is probably fine, but the Nedry himself, as much as I dislike him, I believe this is the best part of this set. Dun dun dun! What? Of course he is. Well, of course he is, because everything good about this figure has been kept from the San Diego Comic-Con thing. Yeah, there's a few missy-outy details on his shirt and on his jacket and what have you that you would have in the film, but and as much as toy companies try, they can never scale down glasses properly without them looking like two bottle ends on his face, on people's faces. The face sculpt looks almost spot on. Again, poor lighting and auto focusing from the camera from the phone camera makes this very difficult to see. But yes, I believe that this is like the highlight of the set, especially if you have not had many human figures before in the Mattel Jurassic World line, and like Smiths, you believe that humans do not exist in the Jurassic franchise. So, yeah, I do believe this is the main draw of this set. Articulation-wise, we've got some head motion. Do it in better light. I've got some head motion. It can only go side to side, but it is actually on a ball socket joint. We've got universal joints, as should be standard, for the shoulders, universal joints for the elbows. Have we got wrist swivel? No, we've got no wrist swivel, which I suppose is fine, because don't really need it. We have got waist swivel. Hooray! We've got universally ball joints for the hips, universal joints for the knees, nothing for the feet. So this is more or less a standardly articulated figure, and for a 3 3/4 inch / 4 inch scale, this is not bad at all. I mean, even in this scale, this Nedry figure kind of wants to replicate the photoreal face printing tech that Hasbro have started doing with all their figures now. So yeah, really, really exciting to see a really good likeness of a character, and the printing, the paint printing on the face isn't bad either. Usually quality control in Jurassic figures can be a bit wobbly, but in this case, I definitely made sure I picked the best looking set out of the 4 or 5 that were available in Smiths. So, there we go. No Dilophosaurus, you cannot have him yet. Okay, we'll park the original Jeep and a reverse release Dilop back there just a little bit so I can do. Okay. We'll take it off the stand. Time for an overview. And let's Get some good shots in there. Oh, lovely. There we are. So there you go. That is the Jurassic Park Mattel Jurassic World Legacy Collection Dennis Nedry Getaway Pack. Yeah, for all its faults, I'm happy to have at least a representation of this Jeep, at least another figure I can use in a comic context by, you know, attack, so I can have something the dinosaurs can attack. The thing is, yeah, I'll just do that. There we go. See, the thing is, this set retails at £25 or £24.99 because our prices like to be fussy like that. £24.99 at Smith's. Now, here is my wok sizzling hot take. Okay, it's more of a simmering take, but you know what I mean. Here's my tea. I'll decide on a metaphor in a second. Here's my tea. The thing is, you can tell that they cut down on certain aspects of this set due to money costs. Money costs. Any other type of cost. Yeah, they cut down on certain aspects because of cost, basically, to save as much money as they can, to retail it as little as they can, to make back as much money as they can on this, which is fine. Which is fine in a business context. However, the set retails at £24.99. That Jeep alone, when it was first released, retailed for £20. Only £5 less than this whole set. For £20, that retailed on its own. Each human figure from the Jurassic World line cost, on average, about £10. As did each of the attack pack. This is basically an attack pack dinosaur. As did the attack pack dinosaurs. So the value of this set, the value of each individual item, if they were released individually when the line first began, would be about 40 quid. Okay? And it retailed for £25. If they had the stripe, had this working winch, had a bit more detail in the Dilophosaurus, I would have happily paid £30 for this set, even £35, because that would still have been good value for what this is. You know, I would even pay £35 if they included the e-stock sign as an accessory, rather than having it stuck as part of the packaging scenery that can easily be just thrown away, rather than the stick. So yeah, that is my final thought for this set, and I would like to wrap up by saying thank you very much for watching, and hope you have a lovely day or evening or morning or whatever time in the world is befitting you whilst watching this. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your Jurassic June. Stay safe, stay Jurassic, all of yous, especially you. Wash your dang hands, and be rawsome.